This is a story about two people and their dog. She was born here. He lived over here, but came here. They met here. Now they're moving here with him. This is Kiwi Me.
Hi, welcome to Kiwi Me.
You do roll call. CJ, present. Kara,
Present.
and Sirius.
Present.
Present as well. Everyone present and cared for. Welcome to Kiwi Me. This is a video blog about the adventures and misadventures of three animals moving from America to New Zealand. I think he's falling asleep in your
I
arms.
think you do.
That's sweet. How many days left do we have, Kara?
We have 2 days until we leave for New Zealand.
2 days.
However,
He's looking 2 days.
we actually leave tomorrow though to start our drive to LA,
It's true.
which is why we're so tired today. It's been a long day.
Yes. And that ends our countdown for this episode 4. 2 days. Now it's time for some people's favorite segment, Slangin' It. Slangin' It. This week on Slangin' It, the two terms this week, New Zealand slang. Kara, if you had to guess, what would you think that togs and jandals are?
Well, I would say togs are probably the New Zealand version of pogs, for those of you who might remember pogs.
Slammer.
Yeah. And jandals are Jesus sandals. Those sandals that look like Jesus would wear them.
Sure. Those are good guesses, but
They're great guesses,
wrong on both counts.
but probably close.
Togs are what Kiwis, New Zealanders call swimsuits, and jandals would be flip-flops or sandals.
Where does togs come from? Like swimsuit, you're swimming in that swimsuit. Togs, is it stand like T stands for something else? Like what does it stand for?
I don't make up the slang,
Slanging it.
and that's this week's Slangin' It. It's CJ's fault. Now it's time for this week's main topic.
Main topic.
This week's main topic. Us just trying to settle in. Trying to settle in. Yeah, I think we'll call that.
Trying to settle in.
Trying to settle in. So, we've been trying to get things ready for when we arrive and kind of make some choices before we arrive in order to make our transition slightly smoother.
Yeah.
And so for that, some key things that you might think we would need that we use in our everyday lives here. One of them being a place to live, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
So we've had some help from some old family friends that have actually been looking out for some places, but the majority of searching that Kara's done for potential apartments is...
It's been on trademe.co.nz, and it works like Craigslist would work or anything like that, where you can put in what you're searching for and then put in, criteria like pets being okay, things like that. So saved quite a few of them. I started looking at this like 6 months ago, even though I knew the ones that I would look at wouldn't be on the market anymore by the time we got there, but just kind of curious of what would be in our budget area that we might want to look for. So when we land, I will do a new search just to make sure that the ones that I've saved recently are still available, and then make a game plan of which ones we want to go see. But another thing that I've done is put together a whole list of things you need to buy, because we sold everything. And so, I mean, I know that when we go to the store, we're just going to forget something, get back home, and then realize in the middle of cooking, in the middle of doing something just regular and routine, that, oh no, we don't actually even have that. So as we started to sell things, I made a whole list of what we needed to buy. And then I'm a little crazy. So I even went and like searched what was a common price for each of those things in order to figure out what the budget would be for everything. So make sure we're saving the right amount of money, that we know where to find the cheapest. And that's where you can also look for trademe.co.nz. They have a lot of, again, it's like a Craigslist, so you can buy a lot of used things. You falling asleep doing that? Just cut this out then. Just cut it out if I put everyone to sleep.
Well, I was just trying to be like Mr. Sirius. I'm just knowing. And that is this week's main topic. Which leads us into everybody's favorite. Now it's time for Anxiety Dance Party.
Anxiety Dance Party!
I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine.
Whoa. Those were some crazy dance moves.
Great dance moves.
I feel like there was some people joining the Anxiety Dance Party I hadn't seen before.
It
Kiwi
was
Picks.
Kiwi Picks.
Kiwi Picks. Kiwi Picks. This week's Kiwi Picks, a movie called What We Do in the Shadows.
So funny. Love it.
What did you love about it?
I just think it's hilarious, the take that they took on the vampires, like it's a documentary, and
On dishes, and it still hasn't moved in 5 years.
You're a cool guy, but you're not pulling your weight in the flat.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that I'm cool.
No, that's not the point, though. You're missing
no, I
the
know.
point.
Not a
I know.
flat meeting about how cool you are.
So, What We Do in the Shadows. That is this week's Kiwi Pick. And now, a new segment, DYK. Did you know? So, did you, Kara?
no.
Did you know? Did you know, Sirius, that in 1893, New Zealand was the first country to give women the right to vote? Did you know that, Mr. Sirius?
Good New Zealand.
It's a very Yas Queen moment. Did you know, brought to you by DKNY. There it is. And now it's time for
Seriously serious thoughts.
I understand human words, but they don't understand any barks.
So, that was Seriously Serious Thoughts, and that will pretty much wrap things up for this week. And from America, next time you see us, we'll probably be,
In El Paso or in LA, maybe?
or we'll be dead.
I mean, you never know what's gonna happen.
So I am CJ, and this is Kara, and that is it for this. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Did Peter Jackson write back?
Nope.
Jerry, can you put a reminder to make sure we have the right mailing address for Peter Jackson?
Thanks, Jerry.